Hey, happy day 1007 of What's She Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey as I transition from the brick and mortar world, corporate world of over a quarter century in corporate America, working for some really awesome companies and simultaneously running businesses on the side. At this point, since I was 13, I have run and been involved in at least 27 different businesses and industries, either as an owner or a primary or an executive in those businesses, and learned a lot, right? So when I got divorced and had the opportunity to try something else, do something different, I thought, oh, I'm curious about this online internet world. I'm going to check that out. So in 2017, I hopped in and started to learn about the internet, learn about internet marketing, actually really learn about marketing. Now, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but I actually have a college major marketing degree. When I went to college, I went for a long time, and because I had some health challenges, but I majored in engineering, mechanical industrial engineering, marketing, and management. And I had so many credits because I switched schools. By the time I graduated, I had three majors. Instead of just one, I had actually majored in three different areas, which I'd sort of done subconsciously, but intentionally, because I always wanted to have and run my own business. And I figured those are the three key areas I needed to have an understanding of. Well, it turns out I did a lot in management and in systems and in quality and areas like that in my corporate career, and I got a lot of experience in that with bigger companies. With respect to engineering, did a few engineering projects, but mostly my engineering degree was just kind of as background core information, because I didn't really do that many engineering related specific products. I did about probably a handful, maybe 6 or 7 big projects that I was involved in, but for the most part, it didn't have hardly anything to do with my engineering training or education or background. Marketing, pretty much zero, except for acting in a customer service for some of the big corporations I worked for, actually customer service, collections, and all kinds of things with respect to quality and sales, people under promising or over promising, and then us not being able to deliver because we weren't manufacturing or technologically capable of delivering the things that the sales function would promise to different customers. And then I had to go in and clean that up after the fact. That was not the most fun part of my job, as a matter of fact. That is where I adopted my belief that you always under promise and over deliver. I absolutely got that ingrained in me because it was so uncomfortable having to deal with customers that were unhappy with our organization because they were wanting something that they had been promised, and they had truly been promised it by our salespeople, but we could not create it. We couldn't do it. We couldn't duplicate it in manufacturing. And so what we believe in and where it comes from always has a foundation in our experience. So today was a fun day. It's Halloween, right? It's Halloween. I've got on cat ears that my daughter made me. I've got a little costume bib that goes to my daughter's dolls from when she was growing up, and now she's going to have a little girl in February. So I stole it and I put it on because I don't have a costume on yet. I'm sure I'll come up with some kind of a chubby cat costume for later on today. I'm not sure we're even going to get trick-or-treaters, but I'm excited about it because I love Halloween. I have always loved Halloween. Before I got married, I had a big Halloween party at my house every year, and then got married, had kids, and were, busy doing the kid thing for Halloween and didn't really have parties or get-togethers at our house. And I have some really fond memories of Halloween as a child growing up. My dad would take his girls trick-or-treating, and he would trick-or-treat for martinis, and he would trick-or-treat for treats in the neighborhood. So there was this whole fun routine growing up. And I talked about today, instead of doing a regular serious idiom and saying, how does it apply to your business for Supersize Your Business? I just shared 22 different Halloween idioms briefly, really quickly. What was the idiom? What does it mean? I didn't share the history of it or anything because I do that every day. I dig into deeply the history of each one of the idioms that I share. Where did it come from? What does it mean? And how might you use it in your life or your business today? Well, today I just said, here's 22. What's your favorite? Or have you heard, or what's your favorite of this list, or do you know of another one? Share it in the comments below. Fun challenge today was about what would you do if you were president right now of the United States. Now remember, this was written for 6 to 9-year-olds, but I think it's really a timely topic given that presidential election is on this coming Tuesday, so in just a couple of days. So I might actually brave up and post that on my profile as a question. Hey, if you were president of the United States, what would you do? What would be the first thing that you would do? And I don't know, I might not though, because I suspect that in the current environment, you don't get real people saying what they would really do and what's important to them, because you get a bunch of trolls and people around on social media right now. I've seen it cycle through. It's like every 4 years. And I really wasn't online very much until the last election. And I was horrified at people's behavior. And I don't usually come out for or against anyone, but I did stand up for what I believed in and got the living crap beat out of me. Now, I've said a couple of things during the George Floyd riots and during a couple of other things. And again, social media have just gotten the crap beaten out of me, and not for anything that I said. A horrible situation, right? But the way it's been turned into and morphed into a manipulative political thing is unacceptable, and it's criminal, and it's wrong, and it's domestic terrorism. I consider rioting an act of domestic terror. If you're damaging other people's property, that is domestic terrorism. If you are riling up and trying to cause infighting and like civil war and civil disobedience, people, that's treason. That is undermining us from within our own borders. And it isn't just Americans that are doing it, right? It's a lot of people from other countries that are trolling and causing trouble and stirring up trouble and arguments among people in this election. I'm not sure what their motivation is. I could make some assumptions, but I don't like to assume. But I suspect that people always have their own reasons for why they do things, their own motivation, their own intentions and reasons. I don't know what they are. I certainly don't understand them, especially when they run along the lines of evil. And guess what? I don't want to. I don't want to ever understand why people think they should behave in evil ways toward other people. I don't care who you are. Bullying is wrong. I don't care who you are. Harming other people, harming other people's property in some way, shape, or form, hurting another person, it's wrong. And if any of us real people, real normal, average American people were to pull any of this crap that's being pulled in our world and in our country, we would be incarcerated. We would be in jail. We would be held accountable and responsible for the things we say and the things we do. So why are we not holding our politicians and all of the people in organizations like the CDC, the WHO, supposed scientists? Why aren't we holding these people accountable? You know why? Because the truth is hidden from all of us. And unless you are willing to, and most people aren't, dig into, investigate, study, and look at all sides and the big picture of the situation, you're not going to see it. You're only going to see what the media or what social media feeds you. And unfortunately, social media and media feed us what they want us to be manipulative to believe. We have gone from being a world where journalism was a career to aspire to and to look up to and revere, to a propaganda-based, manipulated system that's just to cause trouble and strife and to focus on the negativity and lack and scarcity that is destroying our world. Not just America, it's destroying our entire world. And it's a lie. It's one big fat evil lie. So Halloween idioms today was really, really fun. Don't know how I got off on that tangent, but pick your favorite one. And or share another one. Oh, President of the United States. That's where I got on that. And then today, for the Get Up and Go Challenge, day 31 of the Get Up and Go Challenge, I did a summary of all the days and the tool that we talked about on that day. And it was like almost 45 minutes long. So I'm feeling a little guilty about that. But I think that if you want to know everything we talked about and then go to that specific day, if you don't want to run a search in the group or in the private group or the public Facebook page, my stuff's always up there. I don't feel like we should create things and then take them down. Yep, that's one of those online fake scarcity, manipulate people to do what you want when you want them to tactics that I think is complete and utter BS, and I'm not going to do it. So when I do a challenge, 30-day, 10-day, whatever it is, I put it up and it stays on that page forever. I don't erase the page. I don't hide the page so I can do it again in 30 days. It's up there for anybody to see and look at and learn from whenever they're ready. Because guess what? We're all ready to be exposed to different things at different times. So I want to make sure I put it out there. It's out there until whoever wants it, needs it, and can find it. It's easy to find. So that was the Get Up and Go Challenge page. I felt that it was really long. I did decide that the month of December will be the next and final 2020 30-day Get Up and Go Challenge. Of course, it'll be 31 days because there's 31 days in December. But I am also charging myself to keep it under 10 minutes every day. That means I have to be super clear, super concise about what I'm going to cover, what we're going to do, and how I'm going to do it. The month of November, starting tomorrow, I will share a tool a day, because I think that that is one of the most powerful things I can do, is share with people the lessons that I've learned and the experiences that I've had and the tools that have come out of that have really positively impacted me. I'm not going to share any of the tools that haven't worked for me. I'm only going to share the stuff that's really, really worked for me. And I'll share one a day during the month of November, and then we'll hop into the Get Up and Go Challenge 30-day again, free, of course, in the month of December. It'll be on the same Get Up and Go Challenge page. We'll have the same private Get Up and Go Challenge group. Those are always going to be available. If you want to pop in or look at previous subjects, previous days, previous challenges, they're all there. Again, some of them are kind of long, but a lot of them I tried to keep around the 10-minute mark, because I know how busy I am, and I suspect you're as busy, if not busier than I am, with family and work and kids, and I guess family is kids, right? And whatever other obligations and priorities you have. So that is my Halloween today. I'm going to be a cat all day today. My daughter made me these awesome ears, and we're all going to be kitty cats. So I'll find a cat costume and have some fun, because Halloween to me is all about fun, whether we're socially distanced or not. We want to make sure that we're having fun and we're showing up for the people we love and care about. Have a great day. If I can help you in any way, ask in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, with what I'm up to now. Take care. Bye.